What is going on? What is going on? People, today we're dealing with football. Vanderbilt University or Vanderbilt College in Missouri. The first girl to play in a football game. Well, a college football game is the way it sounds. Sarah Fuller, who was goalkeeper on Vanderbilt's conference championship soccer team, kicked off to start the second half with Missouri. It was a low kick designed by the coach to limit the possibility of return. It traveled 30 yards and was down at the 35-yard line. And of course, people in the crowd were all yelling and screaming and all that, whooping and hollering. And of course, what you expected, this is for all the girls around the world. Yes, because we know most girls around the world aspire to play football against men. That's their goal, right? This is what girls aspire to. No, you see, you don't understand. This is a door which is open, which means they can do anything they can get their mind on. So you don't really understand. Yeah, I understand. And what I understand is this is not going anywhere. She's not going anywhere in this. This basically was a publicity stunt. And if she takes this any further in her, I don't think she has a goal to do this. All right, I don't think so. But if she takes this any further and she starts playing with the guys, she's going to get hurt, which I don't think she's going to do. I don't think she's going to take this any further. But if she does and she starts to play tackle football, not touch football, no guy wants to say he got tackled and beaten by a girl. So she will get hurt. This just reminds me of a story years ago in Toronto when they passed the bylaw that women could go topless on the street because men could do it. And I started laughing. I had girlfriends at the time saying, woohoo, we can do what men can do now. I said, you can say whatever you want. You're not going to see women walking down the street topless. It's not going to happen. I think this was back in the late early 90s or something like that. I said, you're not going to see it. They might hang out in their back in their backyards, topless, or someplace obscure, or in some park somewhere. But you're just not going to see them walking down the street just like guys like on Yonge Street with no top. It's not going to happen. And lo and behold, no, it didn't happen. Because most women have respect for themselves and they're not going to do that. I knew that from the start. But anyway, getting back to the story.
This is what happens when you introduce identity politics into anything. The moment that happens, you have already given up all rights to everything being normal. This is nonsense in every way possible. Anyone that watched this knew this from the start, and we are only in the beginning. The further we go down this rabbit hole, the more ridiculous it becomes.
Okay, the team was already losing. I think the team lost at the end 40-0. And after she kicked that lackadaisical 30-yard kick, she walked off the field. So basically, it was just kind of a show thing. This is not the kind of thing women are getting into. Little girls and women do not aspire to play football. And I don't want to hear the story. Oh, you see, I have a friend. I'm not interested in your friend. Your friend is what's called a one-off or what's called anecdotal. There's always a few people that can do certain things. A few girls who can manage to do certain things, right? The majority can't do it, number one, and are not interested in doing it, number two. So I'm not interested in the story. Well, I have a friend. No, I'm not interested in your friend. Your friend is a one-off. Let's put it this way. If there's a fire in your house, you run outside, your kid is inside the house, and there's people walking up and down the street. You're not going to run to the first woman to go in there and say, could you go get my child out? No, you're going to go run to a man that you see on the street there and ask him to go in there and rescue your child. Again, number two, your house is on fire and they're coming up 2 floors or 3 floors, and the house is burning down. You do not want a 120-pound woman coming to get you. You want a 200 or 220 or even a 150-pound man to come in upstairs, grab you, put you over his shoulder, and take you out. That's what you want. All the other stuff is gone right out the window once the shit hits the fan. And you know it's true.
Here we go. The SEC names Vandy's Sarah Fuller co-special teams player of the week for her 130-yard kickoff. Good Lord. This is such a sham. According to Vandy, her perfectly executed kick sailed 30 yards. Vanderbilt senior student athlete Sarah Fuller was selected as the Southeastern Conference co-special teams player of the week. Fuller made history on Saturday, becoming the first woman to officially take the field during a football game in a Power 5 conference. Fuller served as the Commodores' primary kicker during the team's contest in Missouri. At no point do we mention the final score being 41-0, because why mention scores when you can celebrate identity politics? Oh wait, you think we're done? We're just getting started on this stupid story. Check this out. Vanderbilt's Sarah Fuller publicity stunt included a halftime speech. A halftime speech for a person that wasn't even on the team last week. For a kicker who couldn't even kick the ball 30 yards. That's where we are. If you were on the fence about whether Vanderbilt using soccer goalie Sarah Fuller as a fill-in kicker for Saturday's game against Missouri was a publicity stunt or a necessity, you got your answer on Sunday when it was announced that Fuller had given a halftime speech to her new teammates. Keep in mind, Fuller hadn't yet stepped foot on the field for her kickoff before giving the speech. Wait a minute. So that's right. That's true, because at halftime, her kickoff was to start the third quarter because Vandy couldn't score to even let her kick an extra point. So she gave a speech before she even stepped on the field. Oh, my God.
And a special thanks to Jeremy. That was Jeremy from Sports Wars. You can find that on YouTube. And, of course, we have this guy. And this guy, I think, is the coach. Actually, the coach who is on his way out, because he's had, from what I understand, a losing team for the last 6 years. So he's on his way out the door. Who knows? There could be some tie-in here why they brought her out onto the field. I don't know the angles, but hey, who knows? Who knows, man? I don't know. Who knows how it goes?